What's going on, y'all? I wanted to give y'all some information on the new TKO boxing league that Dana White and Turki Al-Sheikh have created. And pretty much I'll be breaking down and giving you all the information that I know up at this point. So, starting off, Dana White is looking to sign over 150 guys. So, this is a great opportunity for everyone to see a lot of new upcoming talent and a lot of new upcoming stars that will be emerging in the boxing world. He is also looking to limit the number of divisions. So he wants to keep the traditional weight classes pretty much like it is in the UFC. So it'll be flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight. So I can understand why he's doing this. It pretty much he's doing it to limit the amount of fighters, since he's only signing 150 guys, and it kind of is a little bit less work for him and Turki Al-Sheikh to do. But in my whole case is that if you're going to create an entire boxing league, you should just keep the same exact format that you would have in a boxing league. I think that's fair enough, in my opinion. But hey, this is like I said, this is Dana White we're talking about here. So I don't have a problem with Dana White or Turki Al-Sheikh. They're great guys, and they've set up a lot of great fights in the past for us, and so I can appreciate this. But like I said, if they're coming up with a boxing league, I just traditionally think that you should keep it a traditional boxing weight class, like how it normally would be. And next, I wanted to go over contract situations. So the way Dana White pretty much is going to structure how these guys are getting paid is pretty much kind of like how it is in the UFC in a way. So $20,000 for a 10-round bout by an unranked fighter, $50,000 when ranked by the company at number 5 to number 10, $125,000 when ranked by the company at number 3 to number 4, $375,000 when challenging for company championship, and $750,000 when defending company championship. So pretty much, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The way this contract structure is set up, these guys are not really going to be making a whole lot much more money than what these UFC fighters are making. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Really, in all actuality, there are UFC fighters that are going to be making a lot more money than what these guys are making. Because I'm not saying that there's a whole lot of UFC fighters that are making in the millions, but there are some that are. So, I mean, if we even look at it and compare it to what the UFC fighters are getting paid to what these new upcoming boxers will be getting paid. So in the UFC, new fighters typically start off lower tier contracts earning $10,000 to $30,000 per fight. Mid-tier fighters can earn between $80,000 to $250,000 per fight. Top tier fighters, including champions and superstars, can earn $500,000 to $3 million per fight. So, like I said, to be completely honest, these guys are not going to be getting paid a whole lot much more, or really even getting paid much of what these, like I said, the UFC fighters are getting paid. But like I said, the thing is with me is, when we compare this to UFC and boxing, a lot of the UFC fighters tend to do a crossover to boxing to get paid the big top tier dollars. So in my opinion, at some point, if this boxing league is really going to become successful and really make a whole lot of noise in the future, Dana White and Turki Al-Sheikh are going to have to up these contracts like a lot more. And this is a sport, this is a combat sport we're talking about here. So if we're talking about a combat sport where these guys are getting injured a lot, going through a whole bunch of rigorous training, at some point you just gotta give them what they have rightfully earned and just give them their money. Because I mean, at some point they might go through a really bad injury, so you might as well just give them a lot more money at some point. Pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Now, in my opinion, I don't think this is a bad idea that Dana White and Turki Al-Sheikh have came up with this idea of a new boxing league. But here is my take on this entire thing. Personally, I think this should be looked at like kind of like a draft pool in a way, like how the NBA and the NFL pretty much look at drafting new players. So I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, what's your whole take, or what's your whole point behind this? So my whole point behind this is, if they're coming up with a new league and they're signing over 150 guys, or new prospects, should I say, what they should do is, and also I forgot to mention this, what these contracts, they are going to be signing for about a 3-year contract. So my whole point to this would be every 3 years, Dana White and Turki Al-Sheikh should host pretty much like a tournament, like the 5-on-5 concept that they had a few months back. And pretty much they should have all their top tier fighters from every weight class in a 5-on-5 match. And they should invite guys from WBC, WBO, Top Rank, Matchroom Boxing, and invite all these guys out to this event. Now, if they're willing to, obviously, they're going to be coming to a lot of their fights, so they're going to want to look to sign some of these guys. So if they host an event just about every 3 to 4 years, should I say, and they have a tournament, it's a lot easier for, once these guys finish out their contract, to go and look elsewhere and sign with Matchroom Boxing or Top Rank to start earning their really big dollars. Now, I can understand what you're saying. People will end up saying, well, some of these guys may want to stay. Some of these guys may not want to stay. But I think if they host an event where other boxing promotions can come out and look at these guys for a better opportunity for themselves, I just personally think that a lot of these fighters would be better off in their careers instead of pretty much fighting for pennies on the dollar at this point. So I think they would have a much better opportunity instead of having a lot of these boxing promotion agencies go out and start looking for all of this talent when it's pretty much right in front of you. Now, like I said before, a lot of these guys will end up going to their fights regardless to see these guys fight. But I feel like it'd be even easier just hosting an event for the top tier talent to be signed and be looked at. That's just in my opinion. That's what I think they should do. But we'll wait and see what happens to see what Dana White and Turki Alalshikh'S are going to do with this league. Now, they are looking to launch this entire league and have it up and going by 2026. So at some point next year, we're going to see TKO boxing hopefully take off into a really good direction. But that's all I have for today, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't ramble too much and, with my opinions and everything, but I feel like I did hit on some decent points here. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, leave your thoughts and comments below, and I will catch you guys next time in the next video. All right, peace.